This week, several states are making a final push in social media campaigns aimed at educating teenagers and young adults about dating violence. It is all in recognition of National Teen Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month. According to experts, listen to these numbers. 1 in 3 young people will experience some form of abuse in their relationship, with young girls between the ages of 16 and 24 experiencing the highest levels of partner violence. Compounding that issue, over 80% of school counselors report being unprepared to address this silent epidemic. That is one of the reasons states like Delaware, North Carolina, New Jersey, and in New York are hoping social media will get teens to open up about this difficult topic. In New York, one of the local organizations stepping up to meet the challenges of getting teens to recognize date violence is Day One, which is dedicated solely to working with young people. And joining me now on set, Andrew Santa Anna, supervising attorney for Day One, and Destiny Mabry, an advocate who is using her own experience as an abuse survivor to raise awareness. And I should note my work with Day One over the past few years, and we've actually teamed up with them for my Shine a Light campaign to raise money to put together a PSA to talk about this very subject, dating violence here. These numbers, I mean, when you look at them, 16-year-old girls, Andrew, 16.
It's you know, it's funny, doing this work, it's actually not surprising to me because we work with many young women around New York City who are experiencing dating violence, and some young men, right? It's a phenomena that is prevalent in every school and every classroom, and yet people aren't talking about it. It's not an issue that people feel comfortable talking about often.
And on one hand, social media connects you potentially to someone who can help, like Day One, but on the other hand, it gives the abusers access in a way that they hadn't in the past, and we sometimes miss these signals that can come through, like repeated calling or cyber stalking and some of those other things.
Yeah, I mean, I think technological abuse is a huge thing, and I think that these pushes around social media, I think, shed light on all the different forms of violence, the reasons why people stay, the reasons why people leave, and the reasons people are confused. They're getting a lot of messages from friends, from family, from other places, and there's more people shedding light on this conversation.
Well, Destiny, I'm so honored to have you in studio. In the commercial break, I'll tell everyone, you said, I'm a little nervous. I said, don't be nervous. You've been through so much in your life, and your story is powerful. In 2013, you were in a relationship where there was physical violence, domestic violence, and then in January 2014, what happened to your sister?
My sister Kia, my nephew Kyler, and my niece Sarai were all found murdered in their house by her husband, who then killed himself. All 4 of them were found dead in their house in South Carolina.
Now, you had already gone through this physically abusive relationship and survived. Did you have any idea of what was going on in your sister's home?
I knew that there was a lot of control present. However, I never would have thought that he would have gone to such an extreme to take out the entire family. So that was completely unexpected. I actually spoke to her the morning of her death, and she looked fine. She FaceTimed me. I wasn't expecting this at all.
I've been open about feeling that I didn't do enough in my sister's case. We knew that there had been history of violence and different relationships with her, and my family still grapples with that. But with your family, or what you've learned since then, what can you share with other people, both as a survivor and as, I can't even imagine all of the family members that you lost in that one fatal moment?
I would say that experience has taught me the importance of communication and listening more than anything else, not just talking and forcing your opinions upon other people. If you even sense that something is wrong, maybe make them feel comfortable enough to come forth and admit that there's a problem, because the last time I saw my sister, she insisted that everything was fine, and I knew it wasn't.
I know that. Just quickly, Day One teaming up with the Youth Voices Network for this writing contest. It ends February 27th. What do people need to do, Andrew?
Well, you can check out our website, because we have some information about that campaign. And again, it's this opportunity to tell stories of young people about violence, about their experiences in the world, and to really shed some light on this issue, because we do this work of prevention and intervention. And while I'm an attorney and I represent people in court, really getting that story out there so that friends are talking to their friends, to their families and their communities about this issue, so that the folks that, like Destiny's story and her family's story, it's not sort of isolated and in the shadows and in the dark.
Absolutely, coming out of the shadows. And again, we're also still doing our Shine a Light campaign. Yes. Day One, we go to Crowd Rise and look up my name, and we're still working as much as we can to get our message out. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative that you came
Thank
on
you.
and shared your story.
Yes.
You're amazing.
Thank you. So are you.
We'll be right back.